It's just one word against another, really. But isn't that so much of life? Yeah, she's not having a good time of it. Why would Gato want to give me a hint? Oh boy. Why would he? Alright. So for the most part, with the exception of Bikini saying it wasn't there, the snowmobile thing is resolved. So you used it to carry the body back. Oh, I hate not being able to make these K sounds, man. So just not being able to do it really quickly, like. Alright. So about the tracks. How would she know? Jeez, that could be Chewbacca's tracks for all well now. Well, indeed it was. So, why are we talking about this? Like, haven't we been over this already? That's why there are such fresh-looking biscuits in this whole box. Get some box. How about it, Mr. Wright? What do you think? I guess. I was tempted to say it's not important, but... it doesn't? We're not calling into question the actual time that the snow stopped, are we? Yeah. This should be fun. It already is, man. It already is. You don't have to remind us. Let's get this snow business cleared up. It's not as easy as it looks, dude. You ever shoveled snow? You would think with all the cold and everything it would be easy, but... Alright. I've heard a lot of contradictions in your testimony so far, dude. This time, are you sure it's all true? Okay, yeah. I'm certain of it for the 8th time. Wait a minute. Dude, Judge, you just took the words right out of my mouth. If the snow would really stop, that would mean there was a bigger hole in her story than that in the movie The Grid Revelations? Are you sure you don't mean The Matrix Revolutions? Now there's a story with some holes in it, boy, I'll tell you what. No, I'm just kidding. Well, maybe it was a little bit, I don't know. Well then, Mr. Wright, let's see what's up your sleeve, or your ass, or at the end of your index. Well, then let's hope that it's not the same thing. Never mind. Why did I even say that? You don't think? Dude, that's too bad because I think my logic is failing me. Why would you want to do that? There's only one reason I can think of. Where was that again? So that was, well, somebody said that, actually. That was Bikini that said it was at 11. We don't have that in here. We have, weather data. Hang on a second. When was the lightning struck the bridge at 10:45? The bridge was burning after that. Now the murder happened at 11? Why can't I sort this out in your head, man? The murder happened at 11. That means you would have dragged the body after that. Which means people would have had to drag it across the burning bridge. Shit, dude. You claim that the snow had already stopped when the murder occurred. But I'm sorry, Iris. That just isn't possible. What? Hand to paper. This is the weather data. The irrefutable weather data. And according to this, the snow didn't stop till 10:50. But you couldn't have crossed the Dusky Bridge at that time. Because I know something you don't know. Yep. And Terrence's parents have a real good marriage. The bridge, it was on fire. Oh, surely you knew about that, now didn't you? Good Lord. Is there anything else you'd like not to tell me, Miss O'Neill? Because of that lightning strike, the bridge burned down. Of course it is. Looks like you still hadn't figured it out. Figured it out. I can't do it. Oh, damn. Phoenix is in his prime at this point, man. It's just getting crazy now. Yup. So tell me, how did you write how did Henry write a love letter with a broken neck? Never mind. Sorry. So the Inner Temple is totally cut off from the outside world. Except they were able to take the Red Sox game. So, there's no way she can cross the bridge. Body or no body? Witness, even my patience has its limits. Yes. Any further lying and I will find you in contempt of court. I hold myself in contempt! Why should you be any different? Objection. And this guy's just over here drinking, getting Lou to get him a milk. Chocolate. Oh my god, he is talking smack on this judge. Dude, you're gonna get thrown out of court if you keep this up. Thrown out of court. Squad! The important thing now is to find out the truth. Well, always, yeah. But we can't do it if you're gonna be standing here power tripping against the mediator here. Okay. Yes. Okay. Well, if the bridge was burning... If the bridge was burning and the murder did happen in the garden, then how did the body get over there? Is this the part where we find out that she flew? You weren't yourself? I don't think anybody was their self that night. But, you know, you want to talk about people not being themselves. Your memory is still somewhat hazy. Really? You stood that witness stand and testified all this time, and you're telling us now that your memory of that night is hazy? It's only human to err. If you're so perfect, right? Maybe you can explain this. Explain what? What is it, dude? What do you want? When the murder happened, the bridge had already burned down. But somehow the body did okay. Yeah. Indeed it did. See, the thing is... I'm sure that Larry's painting is the next step here. But how in the world... No! Who would be at this point? See what I mean? In other words, slam. You're in no position to suggest that this lady's testimony isn't the truth. But every single thing! Alright then, witness, let's hear it once more. Oh, you want more bullshit? You want more? Yeah. Oh boy. Can't wait to hear this. Oh my god. Let's hope so. Gatto's just like, okay, we're ready. Never ready. Other than walking over the bridge, there's no way to move the body. Well, he must have gotten confused. Was the snow still falling, or had it stopped? Does it really matter? It does matter, because that's the one thing by which we can trace what happened, when, and where. A misunderstanding. Yeah, let's see. It's taken on the morning after. You're just now putting this up? Oh my god. That's it! She swung her on the rope across! And the drawing must have been upside down because he saw it upside down. Because he was laying there and he looked back. Are they gonna, do we have that? It doesn't matter, that's what happened, I know. Okay. Let's just take this one step at a time, we'll get there. Don't worry, Phoenix, I got this. I think. Because if she would have Tarzaned across it... Well, that would explain why she was on fire, though. But maybe it just seemed that way because of the light of the fire or something. But that's why the fire was going both up and down in the drawing, because he didn't know which way was up or down. It might have just been a reflection as far as that goes. Or, well, a reflection of what? The reflection would be on the bottom, which was the top to him. But then that would mean she really was flying, and she was reflecting in the water, which is too far down to reflect. Anyway, never mind. Let's press this. Oh shit, I didn't pay attention to what she said because I was talking. Yeah, well, sure. Unless you flew. And you know how it happened too, don't you? You're just toying with us. You must have gotten confused. My ass. My dick, too. But you seem to be quite sure of yourself when you gave your testimony. Well, everybody's so sure of themselves then, too, right? Wow, these are going by fast. Okay. Well, I think the answer to this one is fairly obvious, but I'm just... You tell that asshole. Well, Mr. Wright, let me ask you a question. Do you remember what the weather was like 1 week ago? Yeah. It was hot and muggy. It's pretty much been that way every day since I got here. 3 months ago. Except for... Well, no, actually the first couple of months it rained a lot. Like, more rain than I've ever seen. But anyway, it's not the point. It was pouring rain on the day of my elementary school graduation. Why are you pointing your finger and telling your life story? You're crazy, man. Tell me he's crazy, Gatto. Thank you. He's just like, what? But when I put it up on YouTube, I was all like, what? Evidence that the body somehow crossed the bridge while on fire. I don't have evidence. I have Well, sort of do. The thing is, like, why would she want to deny the fact that it's possible when that goes along with everything else that she's been saying? I'm just not sure. I can't figure out what her motivation is for half of the stuff that she's been saying. Like, what did she talk about when she was in the prosecuting office? Huh. If there was, I don't think you call someone like that a witness. Well, that's exactly what I've been saying, dude! After all, a dream isn't the same as actually seeing something. Well, actually it is. I mean, seeing something isn't the same as recording it. Because seeing something doesn't prove it! Recording does! Start by examining all of my evidence and see you. Gotta be like a shark. If I don't keep moving, I'm as good as dead. Well, we'll go ahead, we're as good as dead. Where are you? Show it to me. Here you go, man. This is how she got across. The one and only. Sure enough, if you turn that upside down, it looks like she's holding onto a rope and swinging. And swanging. I wish I could turn my 3DS up. Well, you know, I could do that in post, couldn't I? Turn the picture upside down. I know how to do that. See, future Tim, you gotta prove it now. You gotta prove that you know how to do that. So do it! Jeez, you can almost see the rope, too. Anyway. Enough dilly-dallying around here. A dead body flying over a burning bridge. I wouldn't exactly rule out the possibility. Oh man, Phoenix, you're gonna make a fool of yourself. You're saying it's possible? Don't make me laugh! The only thing that's possible about your claim is that it's been pulled out of my ass. And I hope you haven't been there. I don't know about that. In any case, we have a witness who did see it happen. Oh no! I would spit out my coffee too. Who do you think? He was just in here. We even talked about this picture before, didn't we? Or did we? Pretty sure we did. Hmm? Uh-oh. See, there you go! He was lying down, he saw it upside down, that's why he drew it that way. All this time I was thinking that, like, he looked at it and drew it. Like the way when you do a still life drawing, you have something sitting on the table, and you look back and forth between that and your paper to make the drawing. So that's what I thought he was doing. But then, you know, I guess, you know, if somebody really was flying through the air, it wouldn't make sense for them to stay in one spot for him to do that, would it? So it makes sense that he drew it from memory. Well, it's right, there's nowhere for you to hide now. Other than looking at it like it was drawn by a 6-year-old. Hmm? Dude! Are you fucking kidding me? Dude, don't make this too easy! Gee, I don't know! I can't possibly imagine! Oh, man. Man, I don't know if... Yeah, look very carefully and think it over. Sketch drawn is... exactly what happened. Of course the victim was flying through the air. You can see it right there in the sketch. Whoosh! Be careful, Phoenix. Just be careful. Eventually you're going to have to explain what's going on here. What? But I do. Yeah, I do. It's just not the way you think. Just so you know, we haven't discovered a giant human catapult. That's all I wish they had. No, we're not talking about that. We're not talking about a parabola up. We're talking about a parabola down. Skip the penalty. Was I supposed to say something else there? I barely even saw what the other two options were. Kinda just jumped the gun there.